Good evening and welcome to our post-game women's volleyball press conference. We will start the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Natalie Regan, and then we'll open it up to questions for coach, as well as players Cameron Bacon, Abby Carrick, and Natalie Glenn.
Thank you, Lindy. First and foremost, I want to thank Northwestern for being here. They're a really good team, and they traveled all this way to play us twice this weekend, so we're really excited to play them again. And second, I want to thank our program. My first head coach win is a very exciting night for me personally, so really excited to celebrate with our staff.
Coach, this is your first win as head coach. You've had a lot of coaching trips. You even had a lot of success at Harvard Westlake in Studio City. How rewarding is this win after you had two tough losses against two top 10 teams?
Very rewarding. I think it's less about me and my first win and more about our team and where we're at and overcoming adversity last week. We have chosen to play a really tough schedule. And sometimes that's hard to keep sight of when you're playing top 10 teams, Final Four teams. So for us to come back from that and play together and trust our training was really important.
Coach, tough weekend up in Oregon. What was the biggest adjustment you wanted to see from your team tonight, and how do you feel they responded?
Yeah, we talked a lot about in Oregon, against Pitt and Oregon, how it wasn't our system, and we felt a little backed against a wall against good teams, and we didn't go all out or be brave in tough moments. And so for us, we wanted to see that from them, and we absolutely did.
Question for any of the players. Blocking seemed to come to fruition tonight. All of you had a little bit of a hand in that. How did that feel? Maybe getting that going as the match went on.
You have the guy. Okay, sorry. We in medium system we focused a lot on taking line and not necessarily making big moves, but getting our feet there and really having our head on the ball. So I think that really helped, and also trusting our training.
For Coach and for Natalie too, to take you back to the third set, you guys are tied 16-16, and a long rally proceeds, and then you end up getting a big kill. From that point on, you guys went on a 9-1 run to close out the set, and then you guys pretty much in full control from start to finish in the fourth set. You guys had the lead the whole way through. Take me through that point and what you felt like changed during that point of the game.
Honestly, I don't remember the point. I personally don't really. I try not to look at the score whenever we're playing. In the first set when it was overtime, I didn't even know that was game point or set point. So me personally, I just try to focus on just playing volleyball and having fun.
Yeah, we want our athletes to feel unlocked like that. So having those big points and being able to play the point all the way through is something that we've talked about all week long, and you saw that in the long rallies with that. Another thing with Nat's serve, when it gets hot, it's hot. And for us, that's something that we want to free her up to go get at every point. So we see long runs like that a lot.
And then, Abby, you had 11 kills. How does it feel being back onto the court following your ankle injury from last year? And what's basically the mindset being back from that injury?
I think that being out for that long, it gave me a different perspective. It's my senior year. It's my last year of this. These are all my best friends. And I think, not being out there on the court with them, it left me empty. I really wanted to be out there. And I think that going into this year, my mindset is just, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that my body is allowing me to, finish my career strong. And I'm so grateful to be back on the court with my teammates. And I'm just really excited. We have so much fun out there. And my goal, my mindset moving forward is to always remember that gratitude, even on, hard days or losses. And, just to appreciate every single moment.
For any one of the players, there were a number of underclassmen hitting the floor today. We have a lot of leadership on the table right now. How has it been helping them get into the system, and also in this being an upperclassman year for all of you, what is leadership like this year in 2024?
Well, speaking first on the underclassmen, I think we talk a lot about just doing your job and playing your role, whatever that's going to look like. And the girl that's coming to mind for me is Maddie Collins and Maddie Maxwell. They just go in there and do their job every time. And I'm really proud of Maddie Collins just going back there from the service line. And we actually had a conversation earlier. I was like, how does it feel to have this role? And she was like, I had no idea that this would be the role that I'm playing. And I'm just really happy to be there. And I think our whole team supports everyone, underclassmen, upperclassmen. And I think our leadership this year is just very the entire team. We have our leadership group, but everyone else is a leader. And it's been really fun just being a part of that.
I want to talk about them with that question real quick because they're too humble to brag, but their leadership is really impressive to see them empowering the younger girls to be their own leaders and lead in their own way. I think that takes a lot of strength as an upperclassman, and so it's been really awesome to see them do that.
And then this is a question for Coach. You got Northwestern again on Saturday. It's a little bit of a Big Ten format in terms of conference play. What's the feeling like going into quote-unquote halftime, as Alan Knipe would say, and how are you all going to prepare for Northwestern Saturday?
Halftime, we love that saying. When we were looking to schedule this preseason, we wanted to maintain a tough schedule. And for us, that was the first priority. So we had some options to bring in some other teams, and it just wasn't the caliber of volleyball that we wanted to maintain this weekend. So we were really excited about the opportunity to play back-to-back. Something we talk a lot about is making adjustments in game. And so for us, this is a great way to practice that with a longer time period and a practice in between.
For Coach and all the players, we had a large student group tonight out in the student section. For the players, how does that fire you guys up when you're out there? And Coach, how great is that to see for your team and that kind of support from the students?
I can answer it. I think that they just make it feel like home more than this place already is. You know, you hear people know your name, people are on it, people are, throwing shade or whatever you want to call it at the other team. And just having that huge wave of support behind your back when you're at the service line, it just gives you that much more confidence that everybody believes in you.
I also think that we wouldn't have the crowd that we do if it wasn't for the athletics marketing team. Ivan's one of our main guys who does a lot of our media, and his intro video today was just so awesome, and we were all just talking the entire time just how much we loved it, and I think the fans really enjoy the content that athletics produces too. So huge shout out to them on that.
Shout out, Ivan. For us, having a student game that's half of our attendance is massive, especially coming out on a Thursday. So we really need the community to rally around us. This pyramid is legendary. Walter's 30 this year. So we really need the community when we're at home to have that home court advantage.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.